Welcome to another lesson for English PT3 Writing, and today we are going to write a long essays. Let's look at the learning standards. We have writing 4.1.1, explain simple content from what they have read. 4.1.2, make and respond to simple requests and suggestions. 4.1.3, summarize the main points of a simple story, text or plot. Writing 4.1.4, express opinions and common feelings such as happiness, sadness, surprise, and interest. 4.1.5, organize and sequence ideas within short text on familiar topics. And then we look at writing 4.2.1, punctuate written work with moderate accuracy. Writing 4.2.2, spell written works with moderate accuracy. 4.2.3, produce a plan or draft of 2 paragraphs or more and modify this appropriately, either in response to feedback or independently. So, there are a few types of writing for the long essay. You have account, recount, or narration, which are normally stories, and then you have description or article, and then you have report, review, and also informal letter. Pupils, let's look at the chart here. First, we have the format. You have various formats here. For example, description, account, recount, article, report, or review. Then we have the length. Remember that it is 120 words. Then you have the notes that you have to write. They are normally WH questions. And then let's look at the assessment. Candidates are assessed according to 4 criteria: content, communicative achievements, organization, and language. Let's look at the sample instrument for the PT3 question. So this is given by the Ministry of Education. Part 2, the long essay is part 2, so 20 marks, and then you should spend about 35 minutes in this part. In your class, you have been talking about celebrations. In about 120 words, write an essay about a celebration you enjoy. You may use the notes below to help you. Okay, so remember that it is a celebration and then you enjoy it. Okay, so the notes are, you have celebration, and then the tense, you must use present tense, and then there are a few WH questions here. The main point is a celebration that you enjoy. So you have, let's look at number 1. You have WH question. Number 1, we have when, so you need to mention the date or the time. What activities that you have done, who, the people there or people that you have invited, where, places, how means your feelings for the celebration, why, and the reason for the celebration. So as you can see the mind map here, so you have all these in questions. Okay, let's look at the format. So because of a description, you're supposed to write an essay, so the title is not necessary. But remember that paragraphing, you still need to write minimum 3 paragraphs, where you have paragraph 1 is the introduction, paragraph 2 will be the contents, and the last paragraph is the conclusion. So if you want to write more, it means that you are going to expand the content paragraphs. First of all, what is a celebration? Celebration is a special social event, such as a party where you celebrate something. Okay, this is from the Cambridge Dictionary. Before we start writing, let's look at some idiomatic expressions. Okay, let's look at number 1, have a wheel of a time. It means to have a great time. So you can write sentences like, we had a wheel of a time at the birthday party. Number 2, have the time of your life. Enjoy yourself very much. So for example, my friends and I had the time of our lives at the party. Number 3, throw a party. To plan, organize, and host a party. I decided to throw a party on my birthday. In full swing, it means it is at its busiest or liveliest time. When all the guests arrived, the party was in full swing. Out like a light means so tired that you fall asleep really quickly. As soon as I got into bed, I was out like a light. That tired means totally exhausted or fatigued. I was that tired after playing and dancing for a few hours. I was that tired after the celebration ended. Remember that when you describe something like a celebration or party, you have to use the sensory language. So sensory language, there are 5, but you can change to others because sometimes you don't have like touch, you don't have like taste and so on, or smell. For example, let's look at number 1, see or do. So you can have colorful balloons, colorful lights, bright lights, flashing lights, dazzling fireworks, large crowds, beautiful clothes, enormous cake, variety of dishes or variety of biscuits. And here you can write loud deafening firework, melodious music, noisy chatters, happy cheers. Or you can write for taste, delicious cookies, scrumptious meals, tasty food. And for smell, you can write pungent firecrackers or aromatic dishes. And for touch or feel, you can write like oily lamp, silky dress. You can write feelings like happy, excited, glad, satisfied, or thankful. Now let's look at the title. You can write the title, for example, a celebration or Hari Raya celebration, Chinese New Year celebration, Deepavali celebration, birthday party or birthday celebration, and Mother's Day. For the introduction, which is paragraph 1, you can write maybe what is the celebration and the time for the celebration. For example, on 16 May every year, we celebrate Teachers' Day in honor of the teachers who spend so much time teaching us so many things. Or you can say, every year after 1 month of fasting, Muslims celebrate Hari Raya Puasa, which falls in the month of Shawwal. All Muslims celebrate the day with great joy. We can say, Chinese all over the world celebrate Chinese New Year in February when the lunar year usually begins. In Malaysia, the Chinese celebrate the event with a festive spirit as it is the most important festival to them. Or you can say the last example, the 17th of July is a special occasion in my family. It is my beloved grandmother's birthday. We always celebrate this special day with a feast and a birthday cake. So you can see here that you have the celebration and also the time or the dates for the celebration. Now for the contents, you can write the contents in several paragraphs, maybe paragraph 2, 3, and 4. So remember that there are the WH questions, for example, what? So it can be the activities. For example, you have assembly, singing the national anthem, you have speech by the principal, performances like choir, traditional dances, or short sketch. You can have even games. For who will be people, for example, or students and teachers. Where will be places, maybe in the school or at home. How means you're feeling. Uh, how maybe you're happy, you're proud, you are thankful. And why will be the reason for the celebration, such as to appreciate the sacrifice of our teachers. Let's look at a model essay here. This is adapted from English Daily 626.com. The title is Teachers' Day. Every year, all schools throughout Malaysia celebrate Teachers' Day, a day to honor and remember our teachers who are our leaders and who guide us in our education during our youthful days. Teachers are very much a part of a student's life as they influence a child right from kindergarten days to upper secondary days and perhaps beyond. It is they who prepare the child for his or her life in society. Teachers' Day is held to show our appreciation to our teachers who work hard and bear patiently with us. In most schools, on 16 May, pupils bring gifts of flowers, presents, and other tokens, which are sometimes handmade, to show that they care for their teachers. A celebration is held in the school hall. The principal will give a speech, followed by performances by the students. The teachers are entertained with traditional dances, songs, and a short sketch. A party is also held where tasty refreshments and drinks are served in the classroom for both the teachers and the students. Everyone has a good time and the day ends earlier than usual. Teachers play an important role in the development of a child. However, their efforts are seldom appreciated. That is why Teachers' Day is so significant to teachers. It is only on this day that they are appreciated and honored for their deeds. We have another example for Teachers' Day. So, one day every year, we celebrate Teachers' Day in honor of the teachers who spend so much time teaching us so many things. Teachers' Day begins with a school assembly in the hall where the principal delivers a speech. After that, we adjourn to classes, not to have lessons, but to enjoy ourselves. Classes prepare a small party for the teachers. Each of them contribute a small sum of money to buy cakes, drinks, or other tidbits. A round of eating, drinking, and playing games with the teachers begins. Most of the teachers are very sporting and thoroughly enjoy themselves. The teachers move from class to class and participate in the fun. Some classes even have a short play or singing for the teachers. The whole class is immersed in an atmosphere of gaiety. When the celebration ends, students are allowed to go back earlier. So we move on. We have another essay on Deepavali. Okay, let's look at the example. Deepavali is celebrated in Malaysia by Hindus of Indian origin. It is the festival of lights, which symbolizes the triumph of the good over the evil. It usually falls in November yearly. Hindus celebrate Deepavali with all the traditional customs. Weeks before the festival, Hindus start preparing their homes and clean them up for the festival. New curtains are put up and old furniture replaced. Traditional cakes, sweetmeats, biscuits, and a variety of special eats are prepared by the women folk. New clothes are purchased for the family and everyone is happy and excited. Numerous lights are placed outside the home at the entrance, and it is a beautiful sight to behold in the dark. Early on Deepavali morning, Hindus start the day with a bath and put on fresh new clothes. Girls put on new frocks or skirts and blouses, while the boys show off their new shirts and pants. The families visit the temple to offer prayers to God for His mercies and blessings on the family. They then return home to have a grand breakfast with curry, Indian pancakes, and hot coffee or tea. This is followed by sweets and delicacies which are laid attractively on the table. Soon guests start coming and the open house has become very much a feature of the Malaysian way of life, a symbol of the warm hospitality of its people. The day ends with children playing happily with fireworks in the garden. Let's now look at another model essay. This time it is on Chinese New Year. Chinese all over the world celebrate Chinese New Year in February when the lunar year usually begins. In Malaysia, the Chinese celebrate the event with a festive spirit as it is the most important festival to them. The preparations begin a month or so earlier as there are many things to be done before the great day arrives. Shops and supermarkets stock all kinds of Chinese delicacies like sweetmeats, melon seeds, and packets of specialties such as groundnuts, which the Chinese must obtain and store up for the festival. In Chinese homes, the women folk get busy making cakes, biscuits, glutinous rice cakes, and jellies, which are stored away carefully, out of the reach of young children. Homes are spruced up, new curtains sewn, and new cushions and carpets bought to give the home a new look. Red lanterns are hung outside, and new pots of flowers and mandarin orange plants are placed in the compound. Children are the ones who enjoy the festive season most. They receive red packets containing money from the parents and the elders. New dresses are worn as the new year is supposed to be the start of a new period in their lives. On New Year's Eve, the whole family gathers in the parents' home for a reunion dinner. Many delicious dishes are prepared for the occasion. This is only the start of the Chinese New Year celebrations, which stretch on for a period of 15 days. We have another sample essay here. The title is Mother's Day. Every year, Mother's Day is celebrated to honor mothers and motherhood. It is celebrated in May every year. To celebrate this day, mothers are invited to schools. Teachers and the prefects usually prepare a lot for Mother's Day. Some students prepare poems in English and other languages. Other activities are like a contest to write short speeches, games, and talent time. There are also stores selling food, drinks, and gifts like cupcakes and flowers. Meanwhile, the mothers make some special dishes, desserts, and biscuits for the celebration. Everyone will gather in the hall to listen to the principal's speech. Then the event will start. Everything will be in full swing. The contests and the games are held in various venues in the school. Both mothers and children are encouraged to participate. At the end of the celebration, prizes are given to the winners of the contest. Some mothers are also invited to give a few words on this special day. Everyone has a blast on Mother's Day. For the conclusion, which is the last paragraph, we can sum up the whole celebration. For example, teachers play a very important role in the development of a child. However, their efforts are seldom appreciated. That is why Teachers' Day is so significant to teachers. It is only on this day that they are appreciated and honored for their deeds. Another example, the town is usually crowded with Muslims dressed gaily and going about. They visit their friends and relatives, while some go to the cinemas or to the lake gardens. Many, however, go back to their kampongs or villages to celebrate the festival with their parents. It is also a time for family reunions. Everyone rejoices during this festive season. Soon, guests start coming and the open house has become very much a feature of the Malaysian way of life, a symbol of the warm hospitality of its people. The day ends with children playing happily with fireworks in the garden. We have come to the end of this lesson on PT3 writing. Just now, we have learned how to write long essays for description. So do subscribe to my channel. It is called Educator OmniTube. And thank you for watching this video. So see you again in the next video. Bye bye.